Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIVS Home School. This is Muhammad Imdadul Haq, Assistant Teacher of Mathematics, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Dear students, today I am here to conduct a math class of class 8. Our today's topic is exercise 2.2, question 9 and 12. These two questions I will solve today from your book from page 28, and one word problem is given for your homework, that is question 10 from exercise 2.2. Let us solve these two questions at first. The students, our first question, question 9, what was the principal if the compound principal of any amount of principal at the end of 1 year is taka 6,500 and at the end of 2 years is taka 6,760 at the same rate of profit. It means that, dear students, here the rate of profit is same. Rate of profit in both cases, the rate of profit is same. For the first year, compound principal is taka 6,500 and after second year the compound principal will be taka 6,760. For the first year, compound principal is taka 6,500 and for the second year, compound principal is taka 6,760. Dear students, you know the compound formula of compound principal. Okay, look at here. As the principal is not given, at first I have to take the principal. Let principal is taka P and rate of profit is R%. Here principal is taka P I have taken and rate of profit is R%. So we can write after 1 year or at the end of 1 year the compound principal at the end of first year, compound principal equal to, dear students, you know compound principal C equal to P into 1 plus R whole to the power n. Here this is for the first year, so value of n will be 1. Value of n will be 1. So we can write P into 1 plus R only. If it is 1, then no need to write. And after second year compound principal equal to P into 1 plus R. As this is for second year, so we have to give the value of n, that will be 2. Now what is given here? Compound principal after first year is 6,500 and here I have written the formula P into 1 plus R. It means that P into 1 plus R means 6,500. So we can write according to the question. P into 1 plus R equal to 6,500. We can give this one as question number 1, equation 1, and after second year the compound principal is 6,760 and here is P into 1 plus R whole square. It means that P into 1 plus R whole square equal to 6,760. This is equation 2. Now if we divide equation 2 by 1, what will you get? Observe, dividing equation 2 by equation 1, we get P into 1 plus R whole square divided by P into 1 plus R. This will be equal to 6760 divided by 6500. Now we can cut P here, 1 plus R, here is 1 plus R, here is 2. So we can write only 1 plus R here, that is 6760 divided by 6500. Dear students, now if we put the value of 1 plus R in equation 1, we will get the value of P. So we can write, putting the value of 1 plus R in equation 1, we get, it means that P into value of 1 plus R is 6760 divided by 6500. Now here is in the right side 6500. Now to find the value of P, we have to remove this fraction from left side. So we can write P equal to, now we can write 6500 multiply by, if I change the side of this fraction, this will be reciprocal. So 6500 will be in the numerator and 6760 will be in the denominator. Now if we calculate, we will get the value of P is 6250. If we multiply these two and divide by 6760, we will get the value is 6250. To do this simple calculation, you can use the simple calculator. Our question was, what was the principal? I have taken P is the principal. So we can say the required answer for this question is, therefore the principal was taka 6250. So this is our required answer for question 9. Dear students, I hope you have understood this question. Now I will solve question 12. Let us see the question. Question 12. A person borrows taka 5,000 from a lending organization at the rate of 8% compound profit. At the end of every year, he paid off taka 2,000. How much more money will he have as loan after paying off the second installment? It means that the person take loan of taka 5,000 from a lending organization, and after every year he pay taka 2,000. He pay taka 2,000, and when the second year will be completed, then he will pay the second installment. After paying the second installment, the remaining amount he have to pay. That will be our required answer for this question. Okay, let us solve the question. Given principal is taka 5,000, as the person borrows taka 5,000. Now let the rate of profit, compound profit is R, that is 8%, and rate of compound profit is R. We can express this as P and we can express this as R. 8%. 8% means 8 by 100. 8 by 100. 8% means 8 by 100. Now, after completing first year, how much will be the compound principal? At first we have to find out that amount at the end of first year. Compound principal. That will be equal to, as this is first year, so only 1 year here, so we can write P into 1 plus R only. Now put the value of P here, that is 5000 and value of R is 8 by 100. Now you can calculate easily here. 5000 multiply by this will be 1 plus 0.08. So this will be 5000 multiply by 1.08. If we multiply 5000 by 1.08, do this simple multiplication by simple calculator, that will be 5000 multiply by 1.08, that will be 5400. 5400 taka. It means that after the first year the compound principal is 5400 taka. Then the person will pay the first installment. So after paying first installment, remaining amount is, it means that we have to subtract 2000 taka from 5400. If we subtract, what will you get? Taka 3400. This is a simple subtraction. Dear students, you have to remember that the work of first year is done here, and after the first year the organization will get 3400 taka to the person. It means this is the loan of the person for the second year, and this amount will be the principal for the second year. So I have to complete the work of second year now. So we can write at the end of second year, compound principal. That will be, here our principal is 3400 taka and R means 8 by 100. Here I have written at the end of second year, but I didn't write here any number. I didn't write here 2. As this is second year, only the second year you have to consider here, not 2 years here, only the second year. Second year means only 1 year. So we can write here 3400 multiply by 1.08. Now do the multiplication using calculator, simple calculator. 3400 multiply by 1.08. This will be 3672. It means that the organization will get 3672 taka to the person if the person pay the second installment. Then how much money the organization will get? It means how much money need to pay after paying the second installment. So we have to pay the second installment now. After paying the second installment, remaining amount this will be equal to taka. We have to subtract 2000 from 3672, as in each installment the person pay 2000 taka. Now if we subtract, we will get 1672 taka. This amount of money the person has to pay to the organization. So you can say the required amount of money which the person has to pay the organization, lending organization, is taka 1672. So our required answer for this question is taka 1672. Dear students, I hope you have understood our today's topic, and I have given you a homework from page 28, exercise 2.2, word problem 10. This homework you will do your assigned homework copy, and you will submit your homework on next Sunday. Keep practicing at home, abide by your parents. See you again, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.